Spring, when summer meets winter with sometimes violent consequences. Predictable, but often wild weather. And this spring could even be more wild, thanks to El Nino. The Pacific Ocean warmed to near record levels this winter. Now El Nino is weakening, but will impact our spring weather patterns. Weather patterns we break into three distinct phases. Phases identified with signature storms within the giant cycle. This year, that pattern repeats every 50 days. How do we know? The Lezak recurring cycle. What is it? We caught up with the theory's founder, Gary Lezak, at a Storm Chaser conference in Norman.
The weather pattern sets up in the fall and it cycles through the winter and the spring and the summer. So this spring, the weather pattern we're about to experience this spring with severe weather risks is the same weather pattern we just went through this winter.
I used the LRC to successfully predict a warmer than average and wetter than average winter here in Tulsa. And my forecast made in November for a big storm to hit the area at the end of December was spot on when high winds, tornadoes, flooding rains, and snow hit green country between December 26th and December 29th. But the winter forecast wasn't perfect. Even El Nino can wreck the LRC. Recent dynamic warming in the Arctic suddenly suppressed El Nino and its influence weakened. This caused green country to dry out in February and become warm and windy. The end result, grass fires. But change is underway. El Nino will rally for a big spring finale. Climate expert Stephen Strum with Tulsa-based Frontier Weather agrees.
This El Nino is very strong, so it has the potential to persist, certainly at least through the middle of spring. And if that happens, that would at least give us a better opportunity to have a more active than normal, latter half of the severe weather season.
So what's next? Remember, three distinct patterns will dominate spring. This one here, a cooler and wetter than average pattern that we will see in early March, and it returns in mid to late May. One more shot of cold air is possible in mid-April, and the third part of the pattern, which dominated most of our winter, a calm and serene pattern with warmer than average days. When all added up, here's what I expect. Above average rainfall, cooler than average temperatures, 6 or more severe weather setups, and overall, a normal spring tornado season. And according to the LRC, here are the possible days for severe weather setups. March 22nd to March 24th, April 27th through May 2nd, May 6th through the 8th, May 11th through the 14th, May 21st to 24th, and May 31st to June 2nd. In other words, thanks to El Nino, the peak of severe weather season may be delayed, could end up lasting into June, and will keep us all on alert.